Last night, we brought to you that breaking news that 2 Afghan refugees in Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, were indicted for absolutely heinous crimes. 20-year-old Barullah Nouri charged with multiple counts of child sex crimes against 2 boys, cousins aged 12 and 14. He had allegedly been doing this for 2 weeks. Lovely. And 32-year-old Mohammed Haroon Ahmad was charged with assaulting his wife, choking and suffocating her. This is what we're welcoming into the country. Joining me now, Wisconsin Congressman Tom Tiffany. Congressman, I know you started sounding the alarm about this weeks ago, but nobody was listening then?
Yeah, nobody was listening, Laura. Let's go back to 4 weeks ago when I made my first trip to Fort McCoy. What did we find out? There were about 2,000 people, evacuees, that were there at that time, and none of them were going through the special immigrant visa process. They were not being fully vetted as the Biden administration said they should be or would be. Also, people could leave the base at any time. Fast forward 3 weeks to last Friday, I made my second trip there, and what did we find out? There's 13,000 people, and the commanding officer had told us 3 weeks prior that the base only has capacity for 10,000 people, so there's clearly overcrowding going on. There's also 600 people in quarantine, chickenpox, measles, COVID, tuberculosis. But now we're also hearing, as you said, there are some heinous crimes that are being committed, like wife beating, rape of young boys. And this is all because the Biden administration did not vet these evacuees as they should have.
Well, Pelosi is welcoming Afghan refugees, though, with open arms and, of course, our tax dollars.
We're very pleased that in that same legislation, which the Republicans rejected, we had our appropriations for Afghan evacuees to further welcome them to our country, meet their needs, and to do so in a timely fashion.
Congressman, we have veterans, tens of thousands of them, living on the streets every night in the United States. What about their needs, Nancy?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But the vetting process failed. But here's what really concerns me. I've made 2 trips to the southern border, a trip to Panama this year, and now seeing what's happening in Fort McCoy. The Biden administration has turned our U.S. government into a human trafficking organization, or is at least complicit in it. And every American should know that, and they should be rising up against it.
Now, Afghans in America, like, we think it's great. They helped us translators. I don't think we have 120,000 translators coming here. We had a lot of people who just happened to make it on the plane for whatever reason. People have to understand what the culture clash could look like. And according to some of the surveys of Afghan attitudes toward, regular values. Question, is it sometimes justifiable for a man to beat his wife? This was a survey done by World Values. 43% answered yes. How about make Sharia the law of the land? 99% of Afghans said yes. That was Pew Research back in 2012, the last time that survey was done. Congressman, are we setting ourselves up for a culture clash here? Maybe not with all of them. Some are very secular and have moved beyond those outdated, disgusting values. Your thought?
People have to be able to assimilate. And I've talked to people that did a couple tours over with the military over in Afghanistan, and they said they rooted those people out by going through the special immigrant visa process, which oftentimes takes more than a year. They're not doing that currently.
Congressman, thank you. And Joe Biden gets schooled on taxes. The Last Bite explains it.